before you master that gratitude internal happiness game, there's no point to just gather more or to just achieve more.
Exactly.
Yeah, you cannot really miss out on steps in your personal growth. So yeah, it's get into that happiness. Get into the gratitude and do the inner work. I think that is the message, and I think what we've been working on a lot is your internal world will be your external world is a reflection of your internal world.
Exactly. So I read that in a book from Eckhart Tolle. Yeah. He said I think The Power of Now it's called. I'll link it down in the description if you want to check it out. And Eckhart Tolle is actually a guy from Canada with German roots, I think. And he totally believes in this concept that whatever you have inside, materializes basically in the outside later on, right? So it's in the game, how you call it, is super important, right?
Because we all want to be around those people that are happy, they're grateful, they have high vibes, and shit gets done when you are in the mood, when you are in the zone, and people want to work with you, people want to be with you, want to be your business partner, your friends.
Exactly.
There is a certain energy you are
sending out.
Yeah.
That's so true, because look at people, right, in a normal city. A grumpy person in the train in the morning, just smile at the person and you will very likely get a smile back.
Yeah.
Because whatever you send out, you actually get it back in return many, many more times. Same with money.
You're actually
thinking about money. Sorry, go ahead.
I think we are all entire humanity. We are all looking at each other in a way of, okay, how am I behaving? How is that person behaving? And if you're stepping into that metro with a lot of happiness and energy, other people are actually reminded of, okay, that's also possible. And we are mimicking and modeling our environment all the time, and especially when we were young, we did that the entire day, and so it's super important to actually take care of your own state, and that way you're actually helping others. Yeah,
exactly.
Sorry, you were starting a new topic about money.
About money, yeah. So I want to tell you, let's say people always say they want to have money, right? But in the end, in order to attract money, you have to give some money sometimes. I'll give you an example. So the other day, I bought someone a beer. So it's like a beer for €3, right?
Yeah.
Which basically cost me €3. But in the end, I think 2 hours later, I was somewhere else, sitting with a completely different person at a shisha bar. And we had a shisha, we had some drinks and so on. And in the end, that guy ended up paying for all of us. So in the end, I spent €3, but then I actually gained €30 in the end back. Yeah. Of course, I could also have paid the €30 myself. But I just tell you, it is a universal law somehow. Money in this world only flows to you when you're willing to attract money. Money needs to feel comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Somehow, right?
Money, energy.
Energy, yeah.
Happy money.
Money is nothing else than energy. Yeah. Because what is money? Money is actually is virtual. It's just some kind of energy form that you can turn into good things or bad things. If you're a bad person with a lot of money, you can build atomic bombs and destroy a country. But if you're a good person, you have a lot of money, you can build schools in Madagascar, you can help homeless people, and you can help single mothers with kids that are struggling. That's why it's so important to become financially independent one day.
Yeah, for me, money is also a representation of value. So if someone is really rich, it means that person has solved the problem for either a lot of people or just a few people with a lot of magnitude. And of course, there are a few people that got their money in dubious ways, but that is a minority.
Exactly.
And most people have solved something, and that is represented in terms of money. And I see it as a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And that's also the issue what we see in our society today, because many movies out there, many things you read in the news are negative about riches, so to say. Yeah, look at Titanic, for instance. How they depict the first class people, like super uptight, and this little girl with her little handkerchief that she's unfolding and so on. basically like being rich is always associated with being bad. It must be a bad person and so on. But in the end, it's not true, because good people with a lot of money, they can do many good things in the world. that I'm convinced of, and even more, I'm convinced of that money should be a fundamental right to anyone. Okay, that's not the question of the basic income, but basically say money is very important to live a free life. So in the morning I write down, I live freely and independently, and I can only achieve that if I have money, because if I don't have money, I'm always running after it. I'm going to a corporate job. I need to work over hours just to make ends meet, right? To get by.
Yeah. And in my opinion, everybody can be rich, because if we are all focused on our own state, we are one big ball of energy, and we are doing what we're great at, what we like. We are all adding value. So everybody could be just with their God-given skills, could be super good at something and creating value. Whether it's starting a restaurant or having a job at a bigger corporation. If you are taking care of, if you're making sure that you're just delivering great work, you are always you're creating value. And
exactly.
But a lot of people are honestly living in a state of fear, where they actually try to don't spend too much, or keep at a certain job, or don't do too much, or just enough to not be being fired.
Yeah,
sounds a bit harsh when I say it like that. Whereas the other point of the spectrum is not fear; it's courage, it's abundance.
Exactly.
It's an entirely different way of coming at it.
Absolutely.
And then from that point of that state, you can just use your energy in a very productive way.
Exactly.
Whether you're in a job, whether you are in business, we happen to mainly focus on business owners, but I think that's a great message to your followers, to just make sure on a daily basis that you are taking care of your internal state. And whenever you feel contracted, when you feel stressed, just challenge that. Because you're probably much safer than you think. You have your support system.
Exactly.
And we all don't need that much money to just have our basic needs. And a lot of things, the great things in life, are actually for free. Just the people around us, the nature, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I want to pick up here what you said, because when I was in a corporation, I was working like a corporate slave. I was reacting. So I was reacting to external factors. Like my boss said, hey, you have to do this now. You have to make the presentation. You have to make sure that the production runs smoothly. And this has to be done very urgently now. Do it now.
Yes.
And I want to know, why is it so urgent? Urgent for whom, right? Probably in the end for the corporation, it has some objectives that need to be fulfilled. But in the end, you have to ask yourself, do the objectives of this corporation align with your own goals? Right? Am I actually doing what actually serves my interest as well? Am I creating my dream life by working over hours at a corporation? I guess not. And if you go away from reacting to being proactive, you can actually create stuff. Being in a creative state, like now, we're creating a video, like without, and nobody told us to do this, right? We did this voluntarily, sitting here, super chilled out at a nice sunny beach. It's wonderful, and we're creating value to you guys. We're providing free content so that you can live a better life. And then this is like a very creative process. And if I wrote down also on my visualization in your workshop, I want to live in a creative state. I want to create stuff, and it feels so good. Actually, I can tell you guys, having this 90-day challenge, making a video every day is a very, very powerful creative state. Because I don't even need to make money with this. I'm just doing this for the fun of it, because I want to do this.
I think it's a natural human state to be in creation. We are creation machines. We can just think of. We have a powerful mind. We can think of almost anything. We can envision something, and then we can build it. Think of the skyscrapers in New York, or corporations, or all kinds of inventions that we do. And I think it's actually very important to have that outward going energy to be creative. I think the opposite of being creative is being depressed.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
actually your mind is racing. You're actually and being creative and using your talents, and that is actually very fulfilling and
exactly. Actually, can I have your water?
Don't have that much.
Actually, okay, that is it. I don't want to drink it. I want to show you something. So, I think it was Confucius or some very important philosopher that I can't recall now. He said, "Your mind shall be like water." Yeah, because what does water do? Water always reacts appropriately. It never overreacts. So basically, when I have this bottle here and I give a little tick, yeah, it ticks, and the water is wobbling. But after a little while, it's steady again. And what we do usually, when we're in the fearful state, we overreact. You say like, oh shit, I lost my job. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Living under the bridge now. I'm being homeless. I can't afford my bills anymore. And oh God, my kids, they're running away from me. And my wife is gonna leave me and so on.
Yeah.
It's like basically not what you want to have. Like your mind shall be like water. So whenever something comes in, water always reacts appropriately, never overreacts or underreacts, right? And that's actually amazing. When you're in a grateful state right now, yeah, we can be creative because we don't have any fear right now. At least I have no fear. I don't. You have no fear either. And we are in a creative state because we are actually in a powerful state which allows us to shape the way, live a life the way we see fit. Nobody tells us what we should do. Just we do it from a state of abundance because we already have everything that we need. Right? So I'm not hunting after anything. I'm just making whatever I want to do.
And that's a different type of energy.
Yeah.
And it's better for you and better for the people you work with. You got the tension out of the equation.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
You're much more yourself as well.
Yeah. So Lennart, let's speak a little bit of you, of the business couple.
Yeah, indeed.
So your journey started last year in mid 2020, just in the middle of the Corona pandemic. What was it all about?
Yeah, we were already working on our method, the Superhuman entrepreneurial method, and helping a few first people with it. And we were always these avid travelers. We traveled a lot. Rochelle lived in the US for about 3 years when she was younger. I did my internships abroad and traveled to 40 countries or so.
Nice.
But I always went back to my hometown, to Rotterdam, and nothing wrong with Rotterdam, but yeah, I after 32 years, I had seen it all, and I'd literally seen every corner of the streets there. And we just made a decision to just live abroad permanently. And at first, we were looking for our base, a country that we really want to live in, and the majority of the year. And about 1.5 years ago, we went to Portugal. To be honest, nice. Spain was the first pick, but Spain was pretty intense in terms of regulations, Corona regulations, and Portugal was right there, was open, and we stayed there for about a year. We had a winter there, and lived outside a lot. So I want to live most of my hours per day outside. I don't want to be more inside and outside. So in the mornings we always have our walks. Around 4 o'clock I still want to be outside because I don't want to be inside from, let's say, 10 in the morning till midnight in the evening. So I want to have these meaningful breaks and have a feeling that I'm already living my best life.
Great.
Living a permanent workation where we always combine enjoyment with being productive.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. If you are spending a lot of time on Netflix or on things that are in between productivity and enjoyment, I'm not sure if that's the best way of use of your time. I really believe in combination of really doing fun stuff and just putting in some work. They can also be fun, of course.
Absolutely. And so now you were traveling for 1.5 years now, and now you're in Cyprus. You told me now you want to travel like a bit slower, right? Only 3 months every time, or?
Yeah. We decided that we are not looking for a home base now, where where we really want to be the majority of the year.
Do you have a home base still, or?
Officially, we're still registered in Holland. But we were actually in Cyprus. We arrived in Cyprus about a month ago.
All right.
We thought, okay, perhaps Cyprus is going to be our home base where we can register ourselves in a business. But we've seen a lot of cool digital nomads here that are actually just not making any concessions, and they are just following the crowd, following the sun. And we decided that we want to do the same, and we want to live in, let's say, 4 places a year, 3 months in a place, and then move and make sure in those 3 months we are adding to the community there. So we are giving workshops, we can give talks. That's what we're doing here in Cyprus as well. And we have some weeks, let's say 20 to 12 weeks, to actually focus on the business as well and make big steps.
Yeah.
And then go to another cool place.
Amazing.
And not settle for now, not going for one specific place where we want to be like 8 months ago.
Amazing. And so I heard now you also